Our previous music director, Lucas Richmond, brought the idea of the Music and Wellness program to the Knoxville Symphony upon his arrival as music director, and set up a meeting and said, "I'd like to start a Music and Wellness program." And we all said, "What's that?" He said, "I don't know, let's find out." So over the past several years, with the unerring help of Jennifer Harrell, our Director of Education, the Music and Wellness program has been built for the last, 2003 to now is 18 years. Gosh, that's been a long time. But it started out as simply string quartets playing in lobbies of hospitals and progressed from there to the point where we now have had a music therapist on staff to help coach us through some of the musical ideas that will benefit patients the most. And a number of us have also had training in the Music or Healing and Transition program. And that training helps us to select music very carefully based on the patient's condition. So it has come a long way since its inception.
The Knoxville Symphony nominated Sean Clare for the Ford Musician Award because we think his work in the program stands apart. Sean has an amazing ability to connect with patients, so it doesn't matter which area of the hospital he's working in, he is always able to use music as that element that connects him and allows him to really open up a conversation with patients. And in fact, many times in the program, Sean's greatest challenge is trying to move from the wonderful conversations that he has with each patient back into the music that he's playing for that day.
Music's very beneficial on healing. It provides a sensory input, and each of us have our own rhythm, and with that, music relates to that rhythm. And there's research on what we call rhythmic entrainment, so music provides that healing aspect. Music does help. You can see individuals who are down, and for instance, today you saw an individual with a stroke, and she played the piano before, so she's very appreciative of music. And then a gentleman who had a Victrola, and he loves music, and he was a coal miner before. Who would have guessed that a coal miner who's a diesel mechanic, enjoyed that and took his mind off of the fact that he's missing a limb, right? So if you can break people out of a situation and give them more of a reality and something to say, oh, this is a touch of normal life, then music helps that way.
That rewarding aspect pretty much was summed up in the types of experiences where you are able to facilitate healing in such a beautiful arena as either a NICU or somebody's emotions being healed who might be in terrible distress because of a relative or a loved one's illness. They're able to let go of sadness, anxiety, or other negative emotion and settle and become more at peace with the situation with which they're dealing.